During the late 1500s and early 1600s, at the height of the Spanish Inquisition, in what is now known as the modern-day country of Mexico, women like Soledad were living in a world rapidly changing around them. A dangerous world filled with uncertainty. The savage Spanish invaders had seized her sacred land. They demanded conformity, demanded that everyone who was not Spanish bow to their religion of conquest and worship a foreign god they had never heard of. But Soledad would not bow. She was an independent woman, a respected healer, a keeper of ancient knowledge, and to those who feared what they could not control, she was dangerous. Her name was Soledad, a name as befitting as it was poetic. In Spanish, it means to be alone. She was a woman of independent means, unmarried, childless, beholden to no one. In the eyes of the Spanish colonial powers, this alone made her suspicious. They called her La Mulata, a derogatory racial classification used in colonial Latin America to assign social status, legal rights, and worth to those who were not fully Spanish, a word designed to diminish her. But no word could diminish Soledad. She was strikingly beautiful, dark skin, long, thick, wavy black hair, a presence so commanding that men found her nearly impossible to resist, and those who knew her spoke of something else, something unsettling. She never seemed to age. Parents spoke of knowing her, then their children knew her, then their grandchildren, and still, Soledad remained the same. She used her gifts quietly and without fanfare. She cured deadly fevers when all hope was lost. She delivered babies when midwives had given up. She provided remedies to the poor, remedies they could actually afford. The community adored her. But adoration has a way of attracting dangerous attention. Soledad had many suitors, men who pursued her relentlessly, who showered her with attention and gifts she never asked for, and one by one, she turned them away. The wives and women of Córdoba watched, and where there should have been admiration, there was jealousy, hatred, whispers. They said she had no husband because she was already spoken for by the devil himself. But the most dangerous suitor was yet to come, a powerful government official, a man of status and influence, a man who was not accustomed to being told no. He pursued Soledad relentlessly, expensive gifts, persistent advances, all of it met with the same quiet refusal. His ego could not survive it. Unable to accept rejection from a woman he considered beneath him, he did what powerful men have always done when they cannot control a woman they desire. He destroyed her. He accused Soledad of giving him a love potion, of driving him mad with desire through witchcraft. His wounded pride became her death sentence. She was arrested, charged with witchcraft by the Spanish Inquisition, and the punishment was death. San Juan de Ulua was no ordinary prison, a fortress rising from the waters of the coast of Veracruz. Dark, damp, unsanitary, the stench of suffering embedded in its stone walls, rats, darkness, the sounds of the condemned. This was where they put Soledad, waiting a death sentence she knew was coming, She was left alone, alone with her thoughts, her knowledge, her experience, her wisdom, her strength. And as night fell over San Juan de Ulua, Soledad made a plan. She asked the guard for coal, just a few pieces of coal to draw with, to pass the night until her execution. The guard, like every man who had ever crossed Soledad's path, could not refuse her. He brought her an entire pile. Through the darkness of that prison night, Soledad worked. On the cold stone wall of her cell, she began to draw. A ship at sea, magnificent in its detail, its sails full and billowing, lit candles flickering along its deck, a wooden ladder leading up to its hull. Every beam, every plank, every rope rendered with impossible precision. Those who saw it said it looked as though it could leap from the wall and sail away. She worked through the entire night, and when morning light crept through the darkness of San Juan de Ulua, she called for the guard. "Look," she said, "what is it missing? Is it missing anything?" The guard studied the magnificent drawing on the wall. "The only thing missing," he said slowly, "is for it to sail away." Soledad smiled. "You are correct." She turned toward the wall, climbed the ladder she had drawn with her own hands, and stepped aboard the ship. And once she was safely, securely aboard, the drawing dissolved into the stone, and Soledad was gone. When morning came and the guards arrived to take Soledad to her execution, her cell was empty. The guard on duty was surrounded, questioned, demanded to explain where she was. He told them exactly what he had witnessed, every detail, every impossible moment. Whether they believed him, no one knows. But one thing was certain: Soledad was gone. And to this day, on stormy nights along the coast of Veracruz, people say you can see her. A great ship sailing among the clouds, its candles glowing through the darkness, just as she drew them on that prison wall. And in the place where her house once stood, where she healed the sick, delivered the living, and helped the poor, lights are still seen flickering in the darkness. Soledad was condemned by fear, the fear that powerful men feel when they encounter a woman they cannot control, cannot own, cannot silence. She was not a witch. She was a woman who understood things they did not, and they burned the world down trying to stop her. But they failed, because here we are still saying her name, Soledad. Could her knowledge, experience, and wisdom have facilitated her grand escape? What do you think? Let me know in the comments.